The Yucatan Peninsula in southern Mexico. Today, it is a vast expanse of empty jungle, some of the most sparsely populated land in all of Mexico. Now, scientists are plunging into the Yucatan's hidden places and making stunning finds. Proof that 2,500 years ago, the landscape wasn't empty, but was teeming with people. That powerful rulers built massive cities, staged extravagant religious rituals, and generated immense wealth. New finds show that the cities of the ancient Yucatan were almost as densely populated as modern Los Angeles County.
We're discovering a part of the past that really just didn't exist before.
But then, something goes wrong. Something wipes this monumental civilization off the map. What happened? Who lived here? And where did they go? Now, join the search on this National Geographic special. A quest to find the lost Maya. Though badly decomposed from the acidic soil, Stephanie can make out the remains of a human skull and arm and leg bones.
So this demonstrates to us that this offering is part of the burial underneath, dedicating this house.
Back in the lab, Stephanie happily discovers that the skull's owner was not a daily brusher or flosser. Embedded in the teeth, 1,200-year-old plaque. Chemical analysis of food particles in the plaque gives Stephanie a hint about what kind of wealth Stairway's owners had.
I'm finding a much greater diversity of plant food items that were consumed, ingredients in stews and soups, squash, beans, tree fruits, chili peppers.
The bounty suggests that the people who lived at Stairway were major plantation owners, operating extensive farms in the valley below their hilltop estate. As George's team surveys nearby hills, it's clear that Stairway is not an isolated example, but one of dozens of estates. And the farming business here appears to have been lucrative, backed up by more evidence on the teeth.
It's one of many, many kinds of dental modification, which is very common in Mesoamerica. A lot of filing of teeth. Sometimes there would be inlays of jade or greenstone or pyrite.
Even today, many local people sport mouth grills of precious metals and gems.
It was considered beautiful, something cosmetic, and also usually indexes wealth.
Another discovery suggests an Israelite site in an even more dramatic way. It was made by a teenager working here on his summer break.
When I found it, I thought it was just another piece of pottery. Me and my friend Sanyo were digging up pieces of pottery, lots of them. But among them was this one piece with writing on it, the ostrakhan.
The ostrakhan is a piece of pottery with writing painted on it.
It was a nice geometric shape. It was quite strange because usually pottery shards are much smaller and they don't have a geometric shape. Only in the afternoon when it was washed in water, suddenly we saw that it has inscription on it. And then the question is, what is the language?
The ostrakhan is faded and almost illegible. Before Yossi can decipher it, he has to be able to read it clearly. That means sending it to Greg Bierman in Santa Barbara, California, who uses a unique imaging technology.
The reason you're unable to see things on pottery or papyrus or any kind of thing like this with the eye is the substrate has somehow gotten faded. It's dark, and so you're looking at a dark background with dark text. It's very hard for the human eye to see. It's, you know, looking for the black cat at midnight situation.
The photospectroscopy system takes hundreds of pictures of the astrakhan at different wavelengths to find out where the contrast between writing and background is highest.
Here's an example taken with 365 nanometers. It's blank. It may as well not even be anything on there. So this shows that in this wavelength, the pottery and the ink basically reflect the same amount of light and you don't see anything. As you go up in wavelength, we're stepping into the blue, and we're now into about 500 nanometers. And you see text is starting to show up.
By combining and processing photos taken at many different wavelengths, Greg finally arrives at a clear image of the text. A replica of the astrakhan was sent to Bill Schniedewind at UCLA.
This is really the most important early alphabetic text that we have. You know, frequently when we talk about texts from this time period, there are 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters. Here you have 5 lines.
The letters are Canaanite, the first alphabetic writing system that would give rise to many others, including Hebrew and our own. But deciphering what the script says is a challenge. To the ancient writing experts working with Yossi in Jerusalem, they seem to be written in a haphazard way, sometimes upside down, sometimes standing up, sometimes on their sides.
The A, the Aleph, which is the same as the A, stands here 3 times. One on the legs, the other time on the head, then on the side.
Struggling to piece together the words which the letters form, the experts can hardly contain their excitement.
This is definitely a Hebrew word. Al tas, don't do.
It started with don't do.
They can make out other Hebrew words too. Eved, worship. Shafat, judge. Nakam, revenge. And Melech, king. The writing is Canaanite, but the words are Hebrew.
So it's not quite Hebrew script yet, but eventually this script will develop into Hebrew.
It makes the astrakhan an historic find, a remarkable testament to the birth of Hebrew writing in the process of being systematized.
I only can say that I hold in my hand the most ancient Hebrew text
so far found.
Yeah.
But what everybody really wants to know is, what does it say?
25-year-old Vanessa Sky Ellis spends every day on the hunt for celebrities.
Are you from One Direction? No?
And over the past 7 years, she's managed to grab over 10,000 autographs and pictures with famous people.
I'll go after whoever, whenever. That's Mario Cantone. Can I get an autograph, sir, please? Celebrity spotting is the most important thing to me. It's more important than having a boyfriend, than going to work, than doing anything. Can I get a quick photo with? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Vanessa works nights as a bartender, so she can spend her days running around the city, tracking down celebrities.
Maybe I only sleep like 2 hours of sleep, because then in the morning I have to wake up and go right back out again and do celebrity spottings.
But getting to actually meet someone famous isn't always as easy as it looks.
I was wondering, is there any way I can get in?
Not backstage.
I really just want to get the photo with.
It's a simple no. There's no stuff between the N and the R.
Vanessa dedicates nearly 8 hours a day to hunting down stars. Her apartment walls are plastered with just a small portion of the 10,000 photos she's taken over the years.
This whole entire box is full of a whole bunch of photos of celebrities, and I have about 20, 30 different boxes. I have thousands of photos, I have thousands of autographs. They're just everywhere.
And she doesn't favor one star over another. A photo with political figure Al Sharpton is just as treasured as a photo with Hollywood superstar Angelina Jolie. A snapshot with Pat Sajak is just as good as meeting the Jersey Shore's Pauly D.
To me, there's no such thing as a celebrity being an A-lister or a B-lister or a C-lister. They're all celebrities. Luke Perry, Green Day, Meatloaf, Alan Cumming, Zac Efron, Donny Osmond. Me getting another photo with somebody, that's me achieving. That makes me feel good. Jason Tam, Jason Tam, Jason Tam, Jason Tam.